Let us graph this one. Let's graph this one. Now, as usual, I get values of x and y, the points. Okay? And you can choose any values you want, but again, with the radical, with the square, with these things, try to be smart, choose good numbers. If you choose x is 0, no problem, y is 0. If you choose x is 1, no problem, y, sorry, 0, 1 here, okay? If you choose x is minus 1, it doesn't work. The square root of a negative number is not a real number, so you cannot choose negative. You must choose positive. 2, you get radical 2, which is 1.4. You know, how are you going to graph radical 2, which is 1.4? It's not a good idea. So don't choose 2, okay? Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to graph. Choose 4. The square root of 4, you get 2. The square root of 9, you get 3, okay? Of course, if you want to choose more values like 20, 25, 16, okay, you can choose 16 as well if you want, okay? Let's have more, no problem. Let's just have 16 as well. Okay, so now if you choose 16, this will be 4, okay? That's it, enough. But if you want to graph, these things, you have to ask yourself an important question. X, what is the maximum value of x? What is the maximum value of y? Why this question is important? So that your design of the scale from the beginning will be right. Okay? Don't make it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you don't have a space for 16. It doesn't work. If you want 16 to be included, then you cannot have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make it actually 4, 8, 12, 16. This way you can have a place for 16. That's important from the beginning to know what is the maximum value so that you have a proper, increments. Okay, and this increment must be the same. You're adding 4, adding 4, adding 4, adding 4, same distance. You cannot add 4 and then 2 and then 1 and then 5. You cannot do this. Okay? Otherwise you get the wrong graph. Clear that scale here is very important.
Yes.
Okay? And once you choose the scale for the x, it has to be everywhere for the x, positive and negative. This line has to be all same scale, which means if you need the negative, it should be minus 4, minus 8, minus 12 like this. Exactly the same. You don't need it here anyway. But anyway, if you need it, it has to be same scale. Y doesn't have to be the same scale. Y can be different scale. You can still have here the maximum of y is 4. So that will be 1. That will be 2. That will be 3. That will be 4. I still have increments of 1 here. No problem. 1, 1, 1. Just keep adding 1. Which is fine. It's absolutely fine. No problem. Okay? So now let's put the phase point. The phase point 0 and 0. It will be here. Okay? The origin. 0 and 0. The second point, 4 and 2. Here is 4. See 4 and 2? Will come here.
1.
1 and 1. Okay. 1 and 1. So 1 and 1 will be almost here, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Will be almost here. 1 and 1. And then 16 and 4. 16 and 4. This is 16. You go up here. This is 16 and 4. So that if you graph it accurately like this, then you really understand the nature of the curve. It is not
9 and 3.
9 and 3, yes. I forgot 9 and 3. I got 5 points, too many points. 9 and 3. 9 will be almost here, and 3 will be almost here. So that's almost on the curve, right? So you get an idea, how to connect these points. It is not straight line. It is not straight line. Of course, the more points you have, the more accurate the graph will be. Okay, when you connect them together.